let's specifically focus on the front line. There was a recent Forbes article that reported that training dollars are, which is no secret, are disproportionately spent on employees with a college degree or higher. 58% is spent on employees with a college degree, 25% with some college, 17% with a high school diploma or less. So the question is, now in the world that we're living in, what impact does training and development have on how we attract talent? What can we do to improve how we advertise development opportunities? So maybe this is a question for you, Alice. What are some of the ways that we can, if we believe that training and development is an opportunity to attract folks back into tracked careers, what are some ways to highlight that?
Yeah, I mean, I think training and development, especially in the hospitality industry, depending on the position, and there's so much on the job training, there's so much guidance and mentorship that, I think a lot of job seekers or early, entrants really look for, even if they went to culinary school or studied and have a degree in hospitality, et cetera. It's that real life experience that people, I believe, and I know, really factor into when they start looking for employment. And am I going to learn from this individual or this team, this company? What do I admire? What do I strive to, do? I think training and development plays such a strong role in retention, which is, the other half of the challenge. It's like you can get all the people and recruit and be great at that, but if you can't retain these folks and, help them, develop them further so they can be of a further asset to your company as you grow, then that kind of adds to this cycle of turnover and training and recruiting, et cetera. So, I have seen, and I think we will see more of, we hear from workers. We did a survey earlier this year, and what they're looking for are career growth opportunities, right? And that could potentially go hand in hand with the year of uncertainty, of job security, of just wanting to not only learn more themselves so they can be more more valuable to their companies, but also to market themselves should they be in a position where the job is no longer available to them or they're let go.
Absolutely. I just remembered why we were talking about Opus this morning, and it had to do with leadership training and soft skills. And Alice, I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times, right? People getting promoted. And I've asked the question, you were promoted from a crew member to an assistant manager. What was that training process like? And lots of times we hear that training process was, here are the keys. Here's the code to the safe. Right? Here's your collared shirt as opposed to your t-shirt. But I think that offering the soft skills and the leadership skills and the management, I've always offered any team leader or somebody who is looking to step up into a key holder position, an HR 101 boot camp that would talk about interview skills, which is enormous. If you're the person responsible for hiring the people on your team, you should have the tools in your toolbox on how to do that, right? And then, of course, I've always said the more time we spend hiring, the less time we spend firing, which, my managers think is a little annoying how often I say it, but it's reality. But there is firing, right? And giving people the training to have difficult conversations. And I think that is where we want to talk about those training tools in terms of career path, which is, of course, for us, retention. Right. I don't think anybody's nailed it perfectly, but Rachel, we were thinking of you this morning. One of our other HR professionals had a great idea, and I said, I'm going to team you up with Rachel because I think she might be able to take it to the finish line.
Always open to ideas.